1 year, just as the president has done for business. Joining us now, House Budget Committee member, Congressman Todd of Indiana. Great to have you with us, Congressman. The vote moving forward in your favor. You've got to be excited. A lot of people, we just talked with David Bossie of United Citizens, talking about the fact that this is, it looks like a winning combination. That is the so-called the Vitter Amendment, meaning that the Congress of the United States is not a special class exempt from Obamacare, and that individual citizens have almost as many rights under President Obama's view of the world as corporations and business.
Well, good evening, Lou. Great to be back with you. And you're exactly right. We have got to keep fighting to the very last hour, the very last minute, and then beyond, to not only delay, defund, whatever D word you want to use to get at Obamacare, but to make sure that we're treated equally under the law. And who's the we? All of us in we the people. You know, what makes us exceptional, Lou, I don't have to lecture you on this, but just as a reminder to the viewers, what makes us exceptional as a nation at its core, one of the things, is that we are a nation that abides by the rule of law. That is, no individual is above or should be above the laws that apply to everyone else. And the fact of the matter is, in Obamacare, the law was written to actually treat me and the members of my staff differently in a worse way. It forces us onto the exchanges. No other person in America is going to be forced onto the exchange under Obamacare. But nonetheless, the point being is this was the law. It was poorly written. It was intentionally written badly to make people stop and pause, but it got passed. It is the law of the land. If we don't like it, if Nancy Pelosi doesn't like it, the president doesn't like it, they need to change the law. They don't get to have their minions, their bureaucratic minions, interpret in a way that pleases them. That's what kangaroo republics, Lou. That's what third world republics. That's what communist nations do.
Well, that's what this government has done. This president carving out, he's messing with his own law through an executive order, creating exemptions and delays for business, labor unions, as hospitals right now, just under the threat of Obamacare, are laying off people, cutting their budgets, cutting back services, and consolidating.
Lou, look what I got a letter from a farmer just today, emailed to my staff. Angie May in Indiana says, thanks to the passage of the Affordable Care Act, our premium is going to $475 per month. Thus, after a year of being under this policy and all being healthy, we are seeing a 146% increase in our original quote.
Right. And this is an
family
experience,
in Indiana.
And while that's anecdotal, this is an experience being felt by millions of Americans across this country. We're seeing the inverse of what this president promised, what his administration promised. We're seeing higher premiums. We're seeing higher costs, not lower.
The Affordable Care Act is unaffordable.
Well,
and it's creating a part-time working class.
I'm sorry?
It's creating a 30-hour work week. It's creating a working class that is incentivized to work less instead of the 40-hour work week. So that's an insidious byproduct of this insidious law.
Are you confident the Republicans are going to be able to win this next vote in which, as we've discussed, it looks like a winning formula when you start talking about an individual mandate, rollback and delay for a year, and removing the congressional exemption and the exemption, of course, for the administration as well?
I am very confident in our House, the Republicans in our House. I am very confident in our leadership. I think we're unified. You might hear a few distractors here and there on either your channel or some others from the Republican Party, but by and large, we are unified. We are not giving up. We got marching orders pretty loud and clear from America all through the month of August, and before and now after, through the month of September. And this is a hill to fight on. And by the way, there's another hill coming up called the debt ceiling we're going to fight on.